What do you think of cottage cheese?
Don't start with this again.
I've been getting back into cottage cheese lately.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, for fuck's sake.
I've been eating quite a bit of cottage cheese, and I'm sorry to the vegans out there because I was vegan for like years and years.
I am one currently.
You are currently, and your family.
Yes,
are
the whole of my family.
Tell them that I've been getting back into cottage cheese lately.
I printed out my own vegan leaflets and brought them to a Buddhist meeting last week, so that's where I'm at.
Curds and whey. Heard of it? Have you heard of curds and
Little
whey?
Miss Muffet.
Yeah.
Ring a bell.
Have you ever sat upon a tuffet?
I'm the spider that sits down beside
her, yeah.
and makes her spill it.
Is that what happened? She gets scared and spills all of her curds and whey.
I guess she just runs away, but I'm imagining her spilling it.
Actually, yeah, I'm looking it up. The spider then eats it all.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
oh,
it becomes
shit.
Little Miss Muffet.
Oh, no. This isn't what I wanted
I didn't want to be.
I
I didn't want to be the spider. Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. I'm actually just looking up if I said Little Miss Muffet.
Love hearing those brown keys.
Oh, these are Cherry MX brown switches.
Oh, these? Oh, my cherries?
No. Oh, you heard my cherries. Yes, of course, my brown switches. Yeah, I looked it up to make sure I said that right. It is a tuffet that she sits on.
It is a tuffet.
What's a tuffet?
We can only assume it's her ass.
Huh. Yeah, I'm looking up it up right now.
We can only assume that a tuffet isn't.
Got an enormous tuffet.
Damn, Miss Muffet's stacked.
Miss Muffet's tuffet is actually fucking crazy.
Shit, she's single? She a miss?
I'm looking a Miss Muffet? Trying to make her Mrs. Muffet with a tuffet like that.
He's like, you're trying to make her Mrs. Muffet. You will be taking her name.
I'll be Mitchell Muffet. Mitch Muffet.
I really like it.
I'm looking at the lyrics to it right now, and it literally says, "Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds, eating and whey." That's what the lyrics say, and I'm just that's not right.
No.
This is from the album Baby's Best Toddler Songs from the year 2000.
From the album.
Yeah, the album.
This is not the original source.
I guess not. No, but here's the lyrics to them, and that's what they say on Lyric Find, and it's just not accurate.
No, not at all. What it? All right, Wikipedia disagrees.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
I'm a spider who sat down beside her. Why is it? There was an annotation next to cider. Earlier versions mention little spider.
Oh, well, it's definitely you then. I'm looking at more pictures of this, and Little Miss Muffet is like a young child in a lot of these.
That's not. Come on, no.
So that all that shit you were saying about her tuffet is actually. This is
okay. In my illustrated book of nursery rhymes. Okay,
she was hot. in my Little Miss.
She was she was
definitely
like a woman in big frilly dress and a bonnet.
Yeah, she was 26 and stacked. That's how my Little Miss Muffet was.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to All Spaceman 2. My name's Mitch.
My name's Billy. And together, you know what that is.
We're not allowed to say that word on the podcast anymore.
We're not allowed to say it on the podcast, unfortunately. We did have to censor out of all our previous episodes. Feel free to take a listen to them to check.
Don't. And then if they're not censored out, point it out to me.
And try to artificially inflate our listening.
Yeah. I do want to talk about cottage cheese just a little bit more, though.
Oh, my God. It wasn't just a bit.
No. It wasn't a bit, which is why I didn't rehearse it with you. I did want to actually speak about cottage cheese a little bit before we get into the questions.
Okay, tell me.
I have been eating cottage cheese lately.
Yes.
As you know.
Yes.
I've been kind of consuming it before bed.
The worst time, some would argue.
Yeah.
To eat cheese.
I've been eating young cheese before bed. Just young curds. And...
Just a simple cheese.
It's been sitting very well in me.
Oh God.
It's been going well. It's digesting very well in me, and I didn't expect it to because I haven't consumed cottage cheese probably since I was like a teenager
Yeah.
or middle school or something ridiculous like that, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm eating it now and I'm enjoying it. I feel like a pregnant woman.
You're suddenly getting cravings for weird
For
foods.
cottage cheese, but I'm enjoying it a lot and I'm having it before bed. But I can't stop thinking like this is no different than like drinking a glass of milk before bed.
Yeah.
It's just chunky. It's still basically just milk. And I'm pretty sure that the difference between cottage cheese and curds and whey is that they just add like cream to it.
Yes,
to make it more creamy, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they just mix it with a different kind of a dairy thing.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's just two dairies.
It's bad enough.
Together.
Yeah, it's bad enough eating dairy and enjoying it and then admitting it on your podcast.
The difference between drinking a glass of milk before bed and eating curds and whey before bed is just that the curds and whey has like been pre-digested for you a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you have milk, that's just what happens in your stomach, I think.
Don't stop. Don't do this. I finally found something I enjoy, and I can't have this. I can't have a little serving of cottage cheese and a little bit of pepper, a little bit of smoked salt on it before bed.
I'm on a simple gluten-free cracker.
On a little Glutinos cracker.
You didn't have to shout out the brand.
Can't have that.
You absolutely didn't need to shout out the brand.
I do. We need sponsors bad.
True. I suppose so. We do trust them as a brand.
So we got 3 questions to run through in this episode. This is an advice podcast, by the way. This is just something that I'm boldly saying.
Something that, yeah, this is the first time you've so boldly proclaimed it at the beginning of an episode.
We're 40-something episodes deep, and we give advice every single episode.
We simply need to admit to it.
And I had an advice podcast before. It was Sad Soul Advice Club.
Well, there it was right in the title.
It was so people knew what they were getting. So
yeah,
what this is a shit and piss podcast that we upload every week, every Monday. And in it, we give advice. So if you're a first-time listener, strap in. Jack in.
Jack in.
Get ready to be jacked in. Mm-hmm. And we're going to get some questions, I believe. Oh, actually, you know what?
What?
Fuck.
You know what? Shit. I deleted questions.
How do I even say this? I started working at Google in the past week.
Oh.
And I just now remembered that during my last, it was on Friday, I guess. Yeah, during my last day there, because we get the weekends off, I drove my car into their servers. And it deleted Chrome for everyone.
Oh, okay. That's going to make it maybe a little bit hard for people to listen on the website, but that's fine. Let's read it from memory.
Let's go into our mind's eye and get into these. You're reading the first question anyway, though, so you do it.
I am. Okay, the first one is entitled Kitty Shitties and Me.
Good.
You like how I'm pronouncing my T's there? Actually doing it?
Say it like you want to say it.
Kitty Shitties.
Kitty. Shitty.
Kitty Shitties.
Kitty. Shitty.
Stop.
That's how you sound to me.
Yeah.
That's how you sound to all people.
I'm aware how I sound. It's fine.
What would you do if, like, okay, you know how when you're a kid and you hear, like, your voice back on a tape, or when you hear a recording of your voice and, you know, the first few times that happens, you're just like, that's how I sound? Oh, my gosh. And then through recording a podcast, you just kind of get used to it. What if just, like, the first time you did it, you were just like, K-A, Sh-A,
You're just sounding exactly like Russell Brand. Sounding and looking exact. I'm doing like a funny walk, the whole time I'm recording it.
Your hair's long and dry.
To be fair, my old hair was not that far apart. It was short, but it was definitely tousled on top.
That's funny. Anyway, kitty shitties. Let's hear it.
Kitty shitties and me, and it goes. Well, first of all, it starts with Jackson.
Nice.
And then it goes, Dear Billy and Mitch. First off, I'm a huge fan of the podcast. I listen to it every Sunday night / Monday morning at work. Also, I work in a hotel, so listening to a shit and piss podcast on my personal speaker all night does draw a few looks from guests passing by, which I find personally hilarious.
Don't listen to it out loud at work.
I know. I was so assuming that you were listening to it in your headphones in the hotel, but no, out loud. on the hotel, just intercom, actually.
Everyone's complaining. This is the worst Motel 8 I've ever stayed at.
So, my pickle has to do with the cats that live in my house. To give some context, I stay in my grandparents' old home and share the place with my cousin. My cousin is a big animal person and a bigger cat person, so her and her husband own a lot of cats, and I mean a lot. Like, I can't give a definite number, but it's definitely 25 plus cats that live at our house.
God, that's so many cats.
That's so many more than I ever would have fucking guessed.
I thought it was like a lot. It's like 5 cats.
7.
Yeah, 7 at the maximum. 25
God.
or more.
25 plus. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I know that may seem like an insane amount of cats to have, yes.
Of course.
But to be fair, only a few are allowed to live inside, and almost all the rest live outside because they either prefer it or because some weren't even our cats to begin with. I have no idea where they keep coming from. However, my issue lies with the ones that live inside. I've noticed that when I'm either not home or I'm asleep, some of them sneak into my room and go directly under my bed to take some incredibly disgusting shits. It's gotten to the point that I think they planned this out because it's not been a common occurrence. Like, it only happens once or twice, maybe every couple of weeks. So it's not like the cats are trying to make it their personal litter box or anything. They have their own maintained boxes. But when they do decide to punish me by shitting right underneath my bed, it's like they wait until they have to take an enormous shit to go specifically to my room. This hasn't been super troublesome, but it is tedious to clean up the poop, mostly because I find cat shit incredibly disgusting.
I'm weird like that.
I'm not one to get grossed out easily by smells and such, but cat shit is something that I hate having to deal with. Don't get me wrong, I do love them all, but I'm just not sure what to do about keeping them from consistently pooping in my room. Should I get a guard dog specifically for my room? Should I just give in and pour kitty litter all over my floor and accept this as my life now? Sincerely, this person's name.
Lots of funny things about this email.
Just an unbearably funny life that you're living.
Yeah. Where you're just like, I'm staying at my grandparents' old home, which my cousins live at, and there's 25 plus cats. Don't worry, not all of them are inside cats.
Yeah,
The
don't
majority
worry,
of them
the
are-
number of cats isn't the problem.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like a problem, but okay. Yep.
Yeah, if there was just, it's just like, okay, it's not as bad as you think. Only some of them are allowed inside. The rest just kind of circle the place.
The rest just kind of stare at me intimidatingly whenever I leave or enter my home.
Making it hard to leave. The rest kind of just run in and out of my house like in Hey Arnold every time he opens the door. There's just a group of animals all kind of exiting at once.
Yeah.
A lot of references here people aren't going to fucking care about.
90s kids, am I right?
If anyone out there is like us and actually remember the 90s,
If anyone remembers the 90s, please
write us
write
in. Write in. Hey, if you remember the 90s, here's a cool hack. If you remember the 90s, only 90s kids can give us 5 stars on iTunes, on Apple Podcasts.
Try it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's this weird hack where like if you're a real 90s kid, it'll let you do it, and if you're not, your phone will explode.
Yeah. So.
The other thing I like about this email is that the
frequency.
Exactly. The idea that it's like it's not that often. It's just once or twice every couple weeks. So it's like about once a week.
If it's twice every couple of weeks, then it's once a week. It's weekly. And
saying twice every couple of weeks is funny.
The life that got, and then just say, it doesn't happen often, just weekly.
Once or twice per fortnight will they do this thing. So it's like upwards to 4 times a month. Do you have to deal with this thing? And like I like to imagine them having this very, very large like California king style bed and them just shitting right in the center of the bottom.
Oh yeah.
So that they just have to like crawl under their bed,
right underneath. There's no easy way to get to it.
Kind of hit at it with a broom.
Yeah. Sometimes Noah likes to go exactly there under our bed.
Yeah, and meow loudly.
Yeah, right where you can't swipe at him.
Nothing quite grinds my gears. Like Noah, which is a cat, by the way. It's not like a roommate or anything, but Noah, my cat, will go to we do have a California king's bed.
Yes.
I'm living lavish over here. It's all that fucking podcast money.
We do have a California king bed, and we are two of the smallest people that you'll ever meet.
Yes.
So yes, it's too much room, and yes, we use half of the bed as a kind of table, chill out area type thing.
And yes, we did get it because we hate each other. So we sleep on opposite sides of a room, basically.
Yes.
No, Noah will sit at we'll just go under the bed and be at the very center of it, and then just start meowing. Start meowing, just complaining. I'm like, what is it? What do you want? What do you want? And I'll look at him and he'll just meow and meow. And I was like, what do you want? Do you want you want to go outside? Do you want? And he'll just do it. I think he's doing it because it pisses me off. And then I have to just be like, what's wrong? What do you do? At least do it in another room. At least do it somewhere else. And then eventually I just get like too fed up. I grab the vacuum. I'm like, yeah, there you go.
Scare him out of it.
Yeah, go somewhere else. Oh my God. So like the only thing worse than that is if he was shitting, so I can't imagine. I can't imagine
It's
the life
enough without the shit.
life this person lives.
Well, to be fair, we can't. While we're talking about your cats, we can't blame we can't say Noah's the worst cat, because the other cat, Pretty Cat,
yeah,
did commit a crime while I was on the phone to you a couple of days ago.
Pretty Cat pissed on the bed.
Yeah, we were just talking on the phone, and then out of nowhere, while I'm in the middle of saying something, I'm annoyed because you interrupted me.
Yeah, I was right in the middle of telling you something.
Of me fucking saying something.
Yeah.
I just hear you go, "Oh my God," and I was like, "What? What?" He was like, "Oh my God, no!" And I was just like, "What's happening?" And you're just like, "Pretty Cat," and I was like, "He didn't. He did.
He peed on the bed."
He peed on the bed while you were in the bed, which is a weird thing to do.
Well, I wasn't in bed, but I was sitting on my bed talking to you, and he's on the bed too, and he fucking pisses. But he's always peed on things. But he hasn't done it in a long time. And why? God, the audacity to do it right in front of me. The door is open. He has access to his cat box. He has access to the outside, and he just peed. Right there, and I had to do all the laundry and scrub the mattress and do all that stuff, and oh my gosh, it was so bad.
Yeah, so my theory about both Pretty Cat and this person's cats is that they're doing it as a show of dominance and ridicule, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're not doing it all the time, but they are doing it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's malicious.
Yeah.
Why can't it be malicious?
It's premeditated. It is meant to catch you off guard. Yeah. And yeah, it's meant to make you look like a fucking asshole because they know that you're still going to clean it up.
Yeah.
So what do you do to get back at them? You don't clean it up.
Now we're getting into the actual advice. Okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be my advice.
Yeah.
You go outside and you pick one of the 25 cats, the biggest one. Mm-hmm. You fight it.
Oh.
To assert your dominance.
Okay.
You fight that cat, and if you win,
yeah.
I don't think he'll poop under your bed anymore, because they'll know what you're capable of.
The rest won't either.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because you don't want to have to fight every single cat. That's why you got to start with the biggest one.
Or it'll backfire, and all 25 cats will come and shit under your bed. All 25 plus of them.
All at once. Oh no.
I don't think it's very safe to say that the entire loop around street that I live on doesn't have 25 cats.
It must do. I don't know. And it must do. It could do.
No, I'm saying, well, stop saying those weird British phrases, and maybe our listeners will start to catch on. But because if I'm confused,
stop fucking talking like that.
Stop talking like a riddle, and maybe we'll fucking
talking like Rumpelstiltskin.
Like Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah, maybe if you cut that shit out, we can move on to the next question soon. But what are you trying to say? Are there or are there not 25 plus cats on my street, do you think?
I'm trying to say that I hope there are.
You hope that there are, but I don't think that there are.
No.
If there was 25 of them, I would see more cats a lot more often than I do.
Yeah, I think so. I think we got about 10 to 12, maybe.
Yeah, that seems like a safe amount. Mm-hmm. And they're always kind of coming and going. Sometimes they'll move to different streets. Street cats,
yes.
They flock. Mm-hmm. They move in herds.
Yes.
Yeah, so imagine 25 plus cats just living at this one house.
It's so hard to imagine 25 cats even just as a concept, but yeah.
I don't hate the idea, that's for sure.
No, I don't.
I'd be always scared, like, people driving up to my house and pulling away.
Oh, yeah. No, I think if you're going for 25 cats, you just need to commit to the life of, like, a swamp witch.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Far away.
People only get, like, people... How you avoid the people driving up to your house is that you kind of build a long and mysterious driveway that's kind of overgrown with like shadowy trees that like block out the light.
Yeah.
With like a really creaky wrought iron gate at the beginning of it.
That's perfect. And then like the only people really coming over, like your only guests really are like the 1950s style group of boys that accidentally hit a baseball into your backyard. And they have to.
They have to draw sticks to see which one goes in first.
Yeah, they have to then sneak over, but then they're like, "Oh, that's the cat house. It's very haunted."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One of them breaks into your house and shits under your bed before they leave.
That's the twist. It's human shit. That's why it's so big.
The twist is that your cousin is shitting under your bed and her husband is watching her do it, and it's this hot thing that they do.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give some actual advice before we move on to the next question, though.
Okay.
Put a cat box under your bed.
Oh.
Boom. Pretty good?
Okay. Pretty good.
Cat boxes, when they're not in use, they don't smell bad, and sometimes, if you get the right kind, smell pretty good.
Don't say that.
Cat litter smells pretty good.
No, it doesn't.
What the fuck? Why? I'm being sincere right now.
Are you being sincere?
Scented cat litter smells. Sometimes it smells like Gatorade. I've tweeted about this before.
Have you?
Yeah, search my Twitter, cat litter and Gatorade. I'm sure it'll come up.
Search it right now.
Yeah. Do you want to search it right now?
Mitch Welling, cat litter,
Gatorade. Or you know what? I was using the actual name of I was like trying to be funny and adding the companies, I think. So actually just search Mitch Welling Gatorade. What?
Just bought new cat litter and it smells like Gatorade. Smash that like button if you think Tidy Cat's cat litter smells like delicious blue Gatorade.
See? Tidy cat litter smells like, yeah.
To be fair, I don't know what Gatorade smells like, so maybe I'd hate that too.
Explain that to me.
Explain what?
You don't know how Gatorade smells like?
No.
Why?
I don't think I've ever had a Gatorade.
You've never had a Gatorade?
No.
You've had a Powerade?
Yes.
But you haven't had a Gatorade?
No, we don't have Gatorade over here.
But you have Powerade?
Yes.
Okay, you've had a Gatorade. It's a Powerade.
Are they the same thing?
Gatorade's a little better to me. But it's, I mean, if you were to just drink one, you'd be like, ah, yes, a sports drink.
Ah, delicious blue flavor. Tastes like ions or whatever.
Electrolytes.
That's the one.
Yeah. I swear, it's like you don't play sports sometimes. Sometimes when you talk, I could swear that
you don't play hard.
It's like you don't wake up early in the morning and play so hard while you're drinking a Gatorade that your sweat then becomes the color of the Gatorade. Because that was the commercials that we had growing up.
Oh, it sounds terrifying.
Yeah, like they'd just be like drinking it and like sweating a lot, but it's like blue.
Good.
Yeah, okay. Because it's in your sweat. You know, you need that. You need the replenishing. I start crying. You need the replenishing. I
start crying because you're so fucking thirsty.
My lips started quivering.
Crying little blue Gatorade tears.
The PE coach used to throw Gatorades at me. Anyway, we should move on to the next question. But my advice really is put a cat box under your bed, and I would not suggest doing a Tidy Cat's delicious blue Gatorade flavored cat litter.
You will be tempted to eat it.
You will be tempted in the nighttime, especially. You'll be tempted to be like, this is gonna sound, I don't know, it sounds so stupid to say out loud, but just can you drink cat litter? And people are gonna be like, no.
No.
All right.
But you can pour it, so.
Yeah. Is sand water? I'm like, no. Of course
Definitely not.
But you can pour it in a cup.
Yeah.
Put a little cat box, just a little cat box underneath your bed so that when the inevitable happens, because I don't think they'll stop. When the inevitable happens, or what the fuck? Close your door.
Get a lock on your door. Yeah,
A lock on your door, because it's like, if it were just closed, they would just kind of shimmy it open.
They might. I've seen Casper do it before.
I do like my cat litter idea. If you just get unscented cat litter and leave it there, I think they'll eventually be like, oh, I'll just sit here. Though I guess then you risk them doing it all the time. And then
They're doing it constantly. Yeah.
That's just one of the cat boxes in the house now. It happens to be under your bed.
Yeah.
That's not so great. Yeah. Close your door. That's the advice.
Good. Okay. Next question.
Let me
Let's
get
go
to it now. This question is called, Help, I have the urge to commit a homicide over a flat sound sweater. Indeed. It says, Hello, Mitch and Billy. Please don't call the cops on me for the title of my email. It's just clickbait. However, I am in actual shambles because of a flat sound sweater. About 7-ish years ago, my best friend got me a flat sound sweater for Valentine's Day. I have cherished it with my heart and soul ever since. In recent events, my girlfriend at the time was going through my closet trying to find something warm to wear. She pulled out my flat sound sweater and I told her that she could wear it, but I explained how much it meant to me and said that if anything were to happen to it, I'd have to kill her.
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I didn't read this email before. Yeah, this email ends with her killing her.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this is bad. No, okay. So now we've been broken up for a few weeks, and I realized that I don't have my sweater back. I asked her if I could get it back, and she told me that she already did. I looked everywhere, and I know for a fact that it's not in my possession, and she was the only other person in the world who would have it. I don't remember getting it back, and she is the kind of person that would lie about it. Just to throw that out there. My ex is a liar.
That is why we broke up.
I asked her again today if she's sure that she gave it back, but she hasn't replied. I'm not confident that I will ever see the sweater again. On a serious note, I am actually so heartbroken, and I'm writing this because if there's anyone that could give me any consolation at all, it would be you guys. How do I approach the situation with her to get my stuff back without being an asshole? And if I don't, how do I mend my broken heart over losing one of my favorite items that I've ever owned in my life? Thank you, this person's name. P.S. I told my best friend, the one who got me the sweater for Valentine's like 7 years ago, about this. She referred to the sweater as literally the foundation of your existence, just to give y'all a reference point of how much this means to me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, big oh no. But also...
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Also, hell fucking yeah.
For buying a flat sound sweater 7-ish years ago and still riding with me so much that you still like the sweater and then listen to this podcast.
Yeah, you bought a flat sound sweater back when, but before, old Mitchie's name was in the big lights downtown.
Yep. On Broadway, baby.
Back in the Tumblr years.
That was actually back in the Tumblr years, back when I was when I was putting out those sweaters. And I think I know which one they're talking about, because I've only done 3 that I really sold a lot of. And they were crew neck sweaters. There were 2 with...
I have one.
You do. You have one of the ones of just me sulking on it.
I do,
and
yes.
I can imagine that's the one that they're talking about. Those sold a lot. Also, there was like the floral design, but I don't think they would really care that much about that thing. But
because you're like, that design was bad.
That design sucked. But I think that they just had one of the sweaters of me sulking on it.
Vintage.
Which is funny too, because the drawing of me sulking, that's my icon for like all social things. I created that illustration for that merch run. I didn't have it before. Did you
really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
And now I just still just use the drawing as my icon for everything. But
that's funny.
It was because I was doing that sweater and I needed a new merch design, so I drew that thing.
I did not know that. An origin story.
It was for that exact sweater.
Wow.
But it's gone now. You ever lost like an item of clothing you liked a lot? Or given it to somebody to borrow and they never gave it back?
Yes, I have.
Let's hear about it.
Mostly it seems to be hats for some reason. All of my favorite hats, someone's been, I'll give it away out of the kindness of my heart because someone's walking home like at nighttime or something. I had a little again, please don't judge me too harshly. This was in the Tumblr days. I had a little like, imagine a beanie, but it's got like
a brim.
Little corn. Wait, hang on. I
was a snowboarder.
Wait, okay. Bear in mind this was before the pussy hats thing, but it was a cat-shaped hat, okay? But it was black, and I thought it was cute at the time.
Like a little knitted beanie that had ears on it?
Yeah, not like a knitted beanie, like a, just like a beanie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like a normal beanie, but I had little cat ears on it, and I gave it to someone out of the kindness of my heart, because it was freezing and they were going home, and then I saw them the week after, and I was like, oh, where's my cat hat? And they were like, what?
Huh?
Yeah, what? And then what? Then I saw it in a tagged post on Facebook a week later.
Oh, what?
He stole my fucking hat.
How old? Lewis? You were really good friends with Lou, too.
Yeah.
Well, how would they lie to you like that? Wouldn't you have gone to their house later and gotten it back?
Yeah, but I think they genuinely forgot, and then we genuinely couldn't find it again afterwards, kind of thing. But at the time, I was like,
Lou genuinely crammed it up his own ass. Interesting how it was
my coolest hat.
Lou, I'm going to repeat that because I really want to talk about this. Lou crammed it in his asshole every time you came back. Every time you came to his house, he'd be like, oh, shit, and would take the hat off and start. He doesn't know where to put it. He tries cramming it in his mouth, and no, that's not going to work. I have to talk.
It's still up there to this day.
And just kind of putting it inside himself, bottoms up, if you will, seconds before you walked in, and then right as you come into the door, he's just kind of like getting off the ground really quick. He's like, oh, sorry, I thought I saw a penny under my bed. He was cramming your favorite hat into his cat hat
Oh.
into his ass.
Yeah. Oh no, bad.
That's what happened.
But because I am usually the smaller person physically in a relationship historically. Not anymore. Me and you are the same size.
Yeah, we've
established that.
That's always been my thing in relationships. I'm like the exact same size as the other person,
or
smaller.
We do share genes, and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So usually the other person can't borrow my clothes unless it's like a hat or something,
Right.
But I have a decent like stack of clothes that I've stolen.
Oh man, you're one of them. Oh, that's unfortunate. You stolen from me? I guess you don't. Don't steal,
I've not
but
stolen.
you give people those puppy dog eyes. And now that I'm thinking about
I've
it, you
never
have
done
a good.
It without. Wait, no, I did it without asking one time.
And that was when you were taking someone's wallet. It wasn't a hat as much as it was a Visa, MasterCard type of transaction.
Yeah. Whoops.
It's so cute how well your wallet fits my purse.
It wasn't so much an oversized shirt as their mother's jewelry collection.
Yeah, it was just this really giant, comfortable string of pearls. Vintage string of pearls.
But if any of those people, I never took it without the person though. Even when I took it without asking one time, I told them like the next day. I was like, hey, I've got your shirt by the way if you want it back, and they were like, nah, keep it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool of them. Yeah, like they looked at me and they were like, fuck, she needs it. She's poor.
Yeah, look, I mean, she fucking
she dresses in rags.
She stole from me. How fucking
yeah.
Yeah, it's a t-shirt. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So I do have a stack.
How much of my stuff do you have? Socks, pants.
I do have. I've got 2 pairs of your socks that I can see. I've got 1 pair of your jeans here. I've got I've got like a ton of flat sound shirts, obviously, but I don't count that as.
It's not
your
my stuff. It's just things that I sell, and then we.
Apart from the one that was
merch.
actually yours in like 2014 that I took.
I'm wearing a flat sound shirt now. Are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, which one?
The rabbit design one.
Oh, cool. I'm wearing the
cottontail one.
I'm wearing the kind of a rare green sleep shirt.
It's a little bit rare. Yeah, we're just plugging your merch.
One of my faves. Well, we're not plugging it because neither of these
can't
things
buy
are for
either
sale.
of those designs.
Yeah. They're all
They're gone.
Yeah, they're all out of print.
Yeah.
But boy, are they soft.
But I do have a couple more of your just t-shirts that aren't flat sound t-shirts.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you have on my t-shirts?
If I'm just looking at my wardrobe now, I've got like that green one with the uneven hem.
Oh yeah,
this is good. This is good audio content for people who don't know the inside of your wardrobe.
People really give a shit about this.
Yeah.
We could talk about this literally any time, but I'm just like, yeah, well,
yeah, let's do it on the podcast.
What else do you have? We're just running out the clock so we can continue with our tradition of not getting to the last question.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. We'll talk about anything to not get to the last question.
Can we pull it back to this question of this person with their sweater?
Yes, we should.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I wish I had some, because, with most flat sound merch, if it was printed within recent years, I have like at least some of them left over. Mm-hmm. And I would love to give this person that if I had it, but there's no way I have any of those sweaters. Like I maybe have like one for me, and it's going to be in my size, and it's just in my closet somewhere in the garage. But that's because when I was doing things like this, I was still working with a fulfillment service, so I didn't have like hundreds of it in my house. Oh, you didn't have a stock of it, yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is how stuff gets left behind. Or I'm really like finicky about my merch too, because I'll like look at something and say, this looks slightly off. I don't know if I want to sell it, so I'll just throw it aside.
Yeah,
so that's how I get
or something.
So much of my own merchandise.
Yeah. We're constantly just dressing in merchandise rejects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
They can have mine for a price.
A big price.
Yeah.
That's the trick, is that it's not, I'm not going to ask for money, but what I am asking of you is it's a lot of emotional labor.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's bordering toxic what I'm going to ask of you. It's not bad or not illegal or even cancelable, but like, it is too much.
But it is exhausting.
Yeah.
It is not worth it.
I need you to like talk to me a lot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty needy outside of the show.
It's a shame that we can't offer them to just give them a new one. But how do we think they can get it back?
Get it back. I would be really maybe just kind of persistent about it and say, hey, I'm sorry to keep asking, but I really do love this sweater. I've had it for 7 years, and it means a lot to me. It's actually my great-grandfather's was a huge flat sound fan. And and now I need Pop Pop's sweater back.
Oh God. Yeah, he did unfortunately put a curse on it, and I'm the only one strong enough to withstand that curse.
Right.
So
you haven't worn it after midnight, have you? Uh-oh.
It will turn into frogs.
Oh, shit. You will be wearing a vest of locusts at the strike of 3.
On the very strike of witching hour.
Yeah. No, I would just explain like, hey, I'm sorry to keep bringing this up, but I've looked high and low, and I'm kind of freaking out because I don't have it, and I do remember that you had it. So if you could like look a little bit more, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, just being like, you do have a history of
lying.
Yeah, yeah. Just to reiterate that you are a known liar, so that I know it, you know it. Come on. Can you blame me?
It's cracking me up. We said that at the same time. Yeah, you do have. You are a bit of a fucking kind of a liar.
Yeah.
You lied a lot when we were together, so it's just hard for me to believe that you've grown any since then.
This isn't another one of your little mistruths.
Yeah, your little half lies.
Yeah.
So the truth is that you had it. The lie is that you don't anymore.
The lie is also that you ever cared about me.
Yeah. You do have that thing about you that was cute when we started dating, but 4 months in became actually just a sour trait of yours. Is that you're actually kind of a scamp when it comes to truth telling.
God. No, but our really for real advice is just be very earnest and persistent about it, because they might actually misremember.
Maybe.
You know?
Or maybe they're just, I don't know, like
Or maybe they just
are,
couldn't be bothered to look.
Right. They're just
you
like,
know?
no, I don't have
Maybe
your shit.
they're just in a mood. Yeah.
So if you kind of drive the point home that you're like, look, it really does mean a lot to me and I would really love to get it back. So I'm just kind of reaching out one more time because I have not found it anywhere. So I'm really hoping that you just like misplaced it or something. And if you can get it back to me, or like if you could just look for it, that would really make up for all the lies that you told.
It's like there was such a small little line in the email and we're going in so hard.
They barely mentioned it.
We just picked up on it, like it honed in on it like a beacon.
Here we go. Yeah, now we get why they broke up.
Here's the drama. And they're like, there's no drama. It's a question about a jumper.
Tell me more. I'd like to know more about the lies. I actually love talking shit and lying.
One of my hobbies.
Yeah. I love lying, talking shit, and gossiping. So this email,
it's true,
that has all of this. It's really...
We've made it into gossip.
We
fabricated it.
I actually am kind of into lying and stealing myself. So.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, this
so relatable.
Really hitting home for me. Yeah, I'm relating to your ex. I would also lie and steal. You know.
Not the person you're meant to be relating to.
I have a ton of other people's things.
You're like.
Kind of gives me a rush.
Oh God.
I have a lot of things that belong to businesses.
Oh God.
Because I walk into them and kind of put things under my shirt and then I sit in
jack them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And kind of build myself a little magpie's nest of solid USB sticks.
Little $6 increments.
Like, I don't need them. I've got an external hard drive. I just do it for the rush.
I have a 1 terabyte at home and I don't need this at all.
I don't need this fucking 500 MB.
This is 500 megabytes. You think I need this?
It's just nothing to me.
2,000 times this. That's what I'm really into, is swallowing them. We are officially not quite out of time yet because I didn't want to talk about one more thing, but too far gone to respond to the last email.
Question.
So we did it again. It is our style.
Classic.
It's our trademark at this point.
Aren't we just scamps for that? For never getting to the third question.
As I said, I do like lying. So when I say we have 3 emails and then we don't get to the third, that feels very good to me.
Yeah.
It feels like I stole because what I stole from them was one more little
like their expectation being fulfilled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have had one more email, and then I took it from them.
I took it away.
And especially the person that we were going to get back to.
Oh, we're stealing an answer from them. We're depriving them of
They don't know who it is, so it can be anyone.
Fun.
If you've ever written into the show, I want you to pretend that it was you and feel that same kind of disappointment.
Yeah.
The things I didn't want to talk about though, because I forgot to bring it up in the next next episode. I'll just know I won't say it. I know me, dude, and I know I'm not going to bring it up.
I'm gonna fucking forget.
Okay, I'm gonna forget. I can tell. My brain is pudding, and I'm not fully jacked in yet.
No.
No. I during the last episode, I was going to bring this up and just plumb forgot. And during this episode, I almost forgot as well. So I did want to bring this up. A little callback to a couple previous episodes. We had a question recently from a Piss Brother. Do you remember the Piss Brother?
Oh, yes, of course.
Do the listeners remember the Piss Brother? It was
from the episode called Piss Brothers.
Yes. And it was the episode where somebody had got their younger brother to drink their pee-pee.
Yes.
Not in recent years. It was when they were kids.
Yeah.
And it was just a thing that had just happened. Hey, things happen. And I got my brother to drink my piss. So Piss Brother and I actually played Smash Bros together.
Yes.
Because they were also the same person that wrote in many episodes prior to that and said, hey, I also main Little Mac. I would love to 1v1 you. So we hopped in a Discord together. We've been talking ever since, and we did get an opportunity to finally play in 1v1 Lil Mac. And let me just say, I fucking 3-stocked his ass. I made a fool of him. Piss Brother can drink my piss.
Oh my god.
Because I 3-stocked his Little Mac and gave not a single shit about his feelings.
Jesus Christ. This is what...
That's what you get when you fucking 1v1 me.
This is...
That's what you get when you 1v1 my Lil Mac. That's what happens.
This is why we don't let people do it, because you get like this.
Get like what, honey?
We've talked about this. You get like this.
I get like proud? Oh, I'm not allowed to feel pride. Okay, that's fine. I won't feel proud.
I'm not allowed to be so proud that I'm clenching my fist.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, look, okay, I'm going to calm down for a second, okay?
Yeah.
Because on a serious note, we did play and it was a good game, but at the end of it, I beat him. God, it feels so good to say. I beat him and had 3 stocks remaining. I 3-stocked his main.
God.
Whew, yeah, but anyway, yeah, it was a good game.
God, I'm shaking.
God, does anyone else feel great?
It's just so good to finally admit.
Does anyone else feel
how good I am?
Euphoric? I did play, and it was a lot of fun, though.
Yes.
It was, it was a ton of fun. It was actually that night I posted on Twitter, and I was like, "Hey, who wants to lose to me on Smash Bros?" And multiple people responded, so I just created a Discord really quick.
Multiple people humbly volunteered to lay down their stocks in front of you.
I am proud that I got the 1-3 stock, but I was not winning even most of those matches.
Whoops.
Yeah, I was doing only okay. Most people were doing like great, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We were playing like a 4-person match, and then we moved on to just some 1v1s, and they were a lot of fun to spectate, and they were a lot of fun to play in. And it makes me excited for all the Smash in between, which, by the way, cannot happen as easily as we anticipated it could.
No, but we will make it happen.
We will make it happen. I'm
at a point.
We will find a way to make it happen. Possibly more realistically when you come to live here.
Yeah.
So in
a little while. Don't hold your breath.
It'll be months away. But we will have an official tournament, and we will host it online, and it'll be a big fun thing that we do. And you know that I'm going to be practicing my Little Mac in that time frame.
Oh yeah, just grinding away.
We will.
You know that I'm going to be irresponsibly playing Pokemon and Zelda instead.
Yes. And you know that I still want you, for some reason, in the tournament.
Yeah.
Just to fill up some space in it. But you and I'd like to do the tourney and like fully like be like sports announcers for it, you know?
Yes.
And I'd like to stream it, and I'd like it to be a thing that I also compete in, and it'll be a lot of fun.
It'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
We're going to make it cool. I mean, yeah, if this was if we count your little Discord sesh as a little taster, then yeah, should be good.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. But that being said, this has been All the Space in Between, and my name is Mitch.
I'm Billy. If you want to go listen to all of the rest of our beautiful episodes, which we're getting quite a back catalogue now. They are pretty good. I'm a fan. If you want to listen to me personally, I enjoy it.
I like it.
I think it's just my own opinion. That's all. You can go listen to us on Apple Podcasts, or you can listen on our website, which is
allthespaceinbetween.com. And if you have a question that you would like us to answer on the show, as we've done in every episode we've done thus far, except for the first.
We also had that ranting episode.
Oh, we did have a ranting episode. That's true.
We've had 2 episodes without questions, but most of them, they do have questions.
The vast majority of our episodes have advice questions, and if you need some advice from us, I'm encouraging the silly advice. I like the particular pickles. I like the very particular funny things that you get yourselves into and want us to read it on the show, or just have anything to say to us on the show. We would love to read it, and our email for you to write in at is
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening to us ramble on. It's been good.
New episodes every Wednesday. Or every Wednesday? No, every Monday.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. I don't know.
Didn't talk to me about this change, but okay.
You know what? Now that I said it out loud, fuck it. Yeah, Wednesdays.
Fuck it, Wednesday.
We'll do a two episode a week.
We simply can't.
Okay.
We can't. Don't
That's
say
fine.
that to them.
We can
Don't
talk
say
about
that to
it.
Edit this bit out.
We're going to talk about it. Well, 2 episodes a week.
God.
And that's just the work week. So one per weekend. 2 episodes per work week, one Swift Saturday episode.
Yeah.
And then
Plus an evening stream.
And then a live stream, of course. I'm going to be Twitch streaming the live episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much for listening. New episodes every Monday. I hope that you're enjoying the show. And if you are, tell us. We'd love hearing about it.
Please tell us. Please rate and review us on iTunes. We hear that does good things, and we just like to read them.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It is nice. So have a great week. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.